All right, here we go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. My name is Alice Coker, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about the administrative rule updates to the Clean River Rewards admin rule. Oops, let me get to, oops, there we go. This is our agenda for today. We just did introductions with our attendees, and the first part of the presentation, I'll be talking about the administrative rule and policy changes. Then next, my coworker Alden will talk about program updates. We'll give you the schedule for what's next. And when the new requirements go into effect, we'll open it up for questions and then wrap it up from there. Okay, first of all, there'll be more details on some of this later, but for those of you that don't know, and I think everyone here probably does, what is Clean River Rewards? It's the City of Portland's discount program for people who safely manage stormwater, all of it or some of it on their properties. And Clean River Rewards provides an opportunity to reduce the charges on your utility bill, so on your water and sewer utility bill. And why are we making these updates? We're making these updates because we have a new recommendations and changes that happened as a result of the rate study, which I can give you a really simplified description of that. I think probably you're familiar with that as well. And then also to align with the stormwater management manual, which I'll talk about more in a little bit. But basically for the rate study, the environmental services hired an independent consultant to conduct a technical analysis and deliver recommendations for how BES structures rates. And Clean River Rewards was part of that analysis. And that passed through City Council last December. Updates to the Clean River Rewards administrative rule are necessary to implement the program and to align with those changes. And the Stormwater Management Manual is one of the governing authorities for requirements for stormwater management on private properties in Portland. And so we wanted to make sure that Clean River Rewards properly aligned with the current SWIM. We call Stormwater Management Manual a SWIM. Since Clean River Rewards originated, which was back in 2006, there haven't been additional updates to the administrative rule. And so there have been several updates to the SWIM since then, and things have changed, and we've worked on bringing those two together. You'll be hearing more detail about those throughout the presentation. Okay, here's a little overview on the governing policies. So City Code, Sewer Users Charges, Chapter 1736, that's the city code that Clean River Rewards falls under. It's the code that regulates what city services are subject to charges, when charges are applied, and how charges are determined. Also, this code discusses credits that apply to ratepayers. So that's where Clean River Rewards comes in. The authority for Clean River Rewards remains the same. So there weren't any changes in this city code with regard to authority of Clean River Rewards, the ability for the city to have the program. The main thing that changed in this new code, 1736, not new code, but updated code, is that there were new definitions and things like and terms that are no longer used. And so we took those out and we updated Clean River Rewards to match the new terms and definitions in the city code. Let's see. Okay, indeed. So, and then there's the Clean River Rewards administrative rule, which I've listed here. It's ENB 4.16, and that outlines details about eligibility, other requirements, and the code authority, and references the code authority that we have in 1736. Another major authority that governs stormwater management is the BES Maintenance Inspection Program, and that dictates how stormwater facilities on private property are maintained. And then again, like I mentioned earlier, the SWIM, the Stormwater Management Manual, and I'll get into that a little bit more. So the Stormwater Management Manual sets city policy and design requirements for stormwater management on all development, redevelopment, and improvement projects on both public and private property. So if you have a site or a development that installs more than 500 square feet of impervious area, you've triggered the swim requirements. And so it's a very thick manual, and it outlines all of the things that you need to do to be in line with those requirements. Let's see here. So I'll get into, that's just a little background on the code and city policies if you didn't know. Next, I'll just get it straight into the changes. And so the way that the slides are set up, you'll see the current changes on the left and the new changes on the right, and then a description of why underneath. So one of the things that we did is we really streamlined the administrative rule. Currently, Clean River Rewards discusses requirements and details that exist in other places. So it will talk about things that actually exist in the swim, and it'll talk about things that actually exist in the stormwater maintenance inspection program. But Clean River Rewards doesn't have the authority for those things. Those things live in different administrative rules. So what we've done now is we've referenced those places. So now hopefully it's easier for the public to determine and find where these policies exist. The current Clean River Rewards discount administrative rule states that offsite discharges are not allowed in order to be eligible for the discount, which is in conflict with what the swim says. So right now, really properties that cannot feasibly infiltrate or manage 100% of their stormwater on site are able and allowed by the swim to discharge offsite. So therefore, we've changed it to align with the swim so that those properties that can't feasibly do that can still get the discount, the full discount. Another alignment with the swim is that currently stormwater discharges that go directly to the Willamette River or the Columbia Slough are eligible for Clean River Rewards regardless of treatment. And now we've aligned it with a swim where we've said those properties must also install water quality management before discharging in order to be eligible for the discount. And so, BES, we're responsible for compliance with federal and state and laws that are written to protect the environment and public health. So we need to require water quality treatment when we are discharging to our natural systems. In the current admin rule, if someone had an outstanding balance of $100 or more, they wouldn't be allowed to register for Clean River Rewards. So we've changed that now to go ahead and allow people that are making a good faith effort to pay their bill off to go ahead and sign up for Clean River Rewards. We're hoping that this will improve accessibility and, allow those that want to catch up on their bill to be able to do so. Okay, the other thing we did was currently in the administrative rules, some but not all of the methods for calculating the discount are outlined in the Clean River Rewards admin rule. So currently for example, the residential discount and how it's calculated, that is well articulated, but however, commercial is just referenced to the website. So now we've taken all of that detail out. We've put it onto the website and the program materials. We've referenced it out in the administrative rule, and we're hoping that this will allow for more adaptive management of the admin rule in the future, but also the program is working on creating, and you'll hear more about this later, but some more user-friendly information pieces so that people can specifically figure out how to calculate their discount on their specific site, which can be complicated and a little too complicated to detail out in the administrative role. So one of the things that we list in all of our BES administrative rule is that if you disagree with a decision that you received from BES, you may request administrative review of that. So now what we've done is we've listed out which items, they're over here on the right side, do qualify for a request for administrative rule. And this is just to be more transparent to the public on what that means. Basically, what it means is that the public is not allowed to dispute a regulation that we have. However, you are allowed to talk to us and dispute how that regulation is applied to your specific situation. So that's what this section means, and that's what we've tried to clear up a little bit and make a little bit more understandable. Public comment is open now. So please feel free to comment. The way to comment is on our website. Here's the web address. You can also go to that website and send us an email. You'll find our email address on that website. It's BES code and rule at portlandoregon.gov, I believe. And comments are due May 1st before 5 p.m. We hope to hear from you. And next, I'm going to go ahead and pass this along to my partner here, Alden.
Thank you, Alice. I'm going to pull my presentation up just a second. Okay, so with the background provided by Alice on the administrative rule changes, I am now going to go into a little bit more detail on the programmatic changes that will be coming to the Clean River Rewards discount beginning July 1st. So just to reiterate the introduction to what the discount is, the Clean River Rewards program is Portland's discount program for people who are safely managing some or all of their property's stormwater on their property. The discount can be up to 35% of the total stormwater management fee, depending on how much of the property's stormwater is managed on site. I'm going to cover these 5 broad categories in the following slides. The first is how changes to the discount displays on the bill will show up, a few points about expanded program eligibility, and then some updates on the registration process, registration questions, and the Clean River Rewards related consequences for discharge permit violations. So first, starting July 1st, the way the Clean River Rewards discount shows up on the bill is going to change. So this affects people who are currently enrolled in the Clean River Rewards discount and anybody who signs up on or after July 1st for the discount. So right now, the Clean River Rewards discount displays on the bill as up to 100% of the on-site stormwater fee. Starting July 1st, the discount will display on the bill as up to 35% of the total stormwater fee. The main takeaway from this point is that the value of the discount is not changing. Purely the way the discount is displayed on the bill is changing. A 35% discount on the total stormwater fee is equivalent to 100% discount on the on-site stormwater fee. And we had to make this change on the bill display because related to other rate study implementation work, the bill will no longer show an on-site stormwater fee and an off-site stormwater fee. It'll show instead a single condensed total stormwater fee. So we just had to update the way the discount displays to match that change. In terms of expanded eligibility, in addition to the points that Alice mentioned earlier, the big one is that currently customers with properties in the drainage district are ineligible to register for Clean River Rewards. But beginning July 1st, customers with properties in the drainage district will be eligible to register for Clean River Rewards. The reason we're doing this is because currently drainage district customers are not charged the portion of the stormwater fee that can be discounted by Clean Rivers. So it doesn't make any sense for them to sign up now. Starting July 1st, they will begin to be charged that portion of the discountable portion of the stormwater fee. Hence, will then be eligible to sign up for Clean River Rewards for that portion if they're managing stormwater on site. For the registration process, there's just a single point on this. Currently, single family and duplex customers can register for the discount online. Starting July 1st, single family, duplex, triplex, and quadruplex customers can register online. Everybody, all customer classes will still be able to submit a paper registration via the mail or an electronic PDF version of the registration form via email. That's not changing. It's just we're letting triplexes and quads will now be able to sign up for the discount online. This just makes it a little bit easier for these residential properties that have a relatively small impervious area footprint. Okay, so now into the details about the questions. There are two registration forms, so two sets of registration questions. One set is for residential customers with 4 or fewer units on the property, and the other registration form and set of questions is for commercial customers, industrial customers, and multifamily residential customers with 5 or more units on the property. So I'll cover the smaller group first, the residential customers with 4 or fewer units. Right now, the questions on the registration form ask about stormwater management of runoff from the property's roof. Starting July 1st, the questions will ask questions about stormwater management of runoff from the roof and any additional impervious area on the property, like driveways or pathways, patios. We had to do this to match new stormwater billing tiering allocations for single family properties, which will now include an estimate of the roof area and additional paved area. Hence, we wanted to make the discount match, make sure that what people were being billed for is the same as what people could be discounted for. Currently, the registration questions ask about the types of stormwater management facilities used on a property, but starting July 1st, there will be simplified questions that ask simply if stormwater management facilities are used on the property. This will hopefully make registration more streamlined and easier. There's a tree portion of the discount. Right now, the tree portion of the discount is static. The question is, do you have 4 or more trees that are 15 feet or taller on the property? Yes, no. Starting July 1st, the tree portion of the discount will be calibrated. So people filling out the form will be able to tell us either the total number of trees, 15 feet or taller on the property, or the square footage of the canopy cover on their property. This change is subtle, but kind of an important one. It recognizes generally the stormwater management value of any tall or broad trees on the property, and it also allows for a little bit more credit to be assigned to the presence of trees on a property. Here's how easy this is to see, but here's just a quick snapshot of a visual of what the current registration form looks like, the one on the left, and what the new registration form will look like. I don't know if it's possible even to see really the detail, but the current one just asking specific things about, do you have a dry well, French drain, swale, et cetera, et cetera. The new form will ask one question about where rain from the roof goes. Does it all infiltrate on site? Does some of it infiltrate on site and some of it goes to the city sewer system? Or does all of it go off site? Does all of it go to the sewer? where does rain from your paved areas go? Same series of questions. So instead of answering multiple questions, people will be asked to answer 3 questions. Okay, and so for the other customer class, the commercial, industrial, and multifamily residential with 5 or more units, there are a few similar updates to the registration questions. Like we've seen in the previous examples. Currently, we ask questions. We ask for a lot of detailed information about the types of stormwater management facilities used on a property. Starting July 1st, the questions will be more geared towards if stormwater management facilities are used. And for example, the first question is about, is any of the impervious area on the property managed by facilities that were installed as part of the building permit? If the answer is yes, all that's required is the total square footage of the impervious area managed by all the permitted facilities and the O&M and or permit numbers. If any of the impervious area on the property is managed by retrofitted or voluntarily initiated stormwater management facilities, we ask for the square footage of the impervious area draining to a shortened, condensed, updated list of facility type. This was done for similar reasons, just to simplify, clarify the registration questions and make it easier for properties with required on-site stormwater management facilities on them to register for the discount. Trees, sort of similar updates here. We currently ask about the number of trees 15 feet or taller on the property. Starting July 1st, people will be able to respond with either the total number of trees 15 feet or taller or the square footage of the total canopy cover. We're making this change because on large properties with lots of trees, it is a lot easier to calculate the square footage of canopy cover than count hundreds of trees. So this is an ease in registration change. And here's a quick snapshot of what the old registration form looks like and a glimpse of what the new registration form will look like. Requests for lots of details, streamlined requests for information. And then this last point about Clean River Awards related consequences for discharge permit violations. Currently, the stormwater discount related consequences for violations of discharge permit and or permitted stormwater management and maintenance requirements are detailed in the Clean River Awards administrative rule and kind of specific to that document. Starting July 1st, the discount related consequences will be detailed in the administrative rules for the BES programs that have the authority to do enforcement and compliance work, and will also be the discount related consequences. So things like having a registration rejected or having a active discount paused or ended will be linked directly to the violation classifications that are included in those other enforcement program administrative rules. And we're trying to better align sort of the severity of the discount related consequence with the severity of the permit violation. Things that are not changing, the underlying premise of the program is not changing. For people who are safely managing some or all of their property's stormwater on the on-site can sign up for a discount. Registration will still be required to receive the discount. That is still begin after the registration is received. Single-family customers will still be able to sign up for Clean River Rewards and enroll in the city's income-eligible sewer, stormwater, and water financial assistance program. They're not mutually exclusive, and in fact, we're trying to encourage more take up. The discount will still be linked to the utility account number, not the site address. And registration forms will still be available on the Clean River Rewards website in English, Spanish, Russian, Chinese, and Vietnamese. I think, yep, that was the last piece I had. Alice, I can just go ahead and do these two if you want.
Sure.
Okay, or you can see them.
Excellent.
Okay, public comment is, like I said earlier, is open now. And we are accepting comments through our website at this web address, portland.gov/BES/rate changes public comment, due by May 1st, 2024. And by request only, we have set aside time for a public hearing. So if you're interested in a formal public hearing to express your concerns, the deadline to request that is, 5 p.m. on April 22nd. Hopefully we can answer your questions here through this process. So please feel free to reach out, and changes will begin to go into effect on July 1st, 2024.
Great. Thank you, Allison Alden. And with that, maybe I'll stop recording for the questions. If you have any questions, Tom, does that sound okay? I'll go ahead and stop recording. We'll obviously keep a note of your questions and make sure if we need to, we can post an FAQ with answers to questions. But did you have any questions about anything specific or general at all about what you heard here?
Yes, I do have a question. It does look like you're still recording, though.
Does it? Oh,
It does.
let me see here.